Happy Friday, everybody. What was it? Second container back to back. That was the first time we ever did that. Today fucking sucked though. It was really hot. Mostly Cicada stuff. So Cicada guys, you can check your orders if you had stuff back ordered. Check with Forrest today and see if your stuff came in. Right now they're trying to process a lot of stuff to go out today, and cut off is like in a couple hours, so they're going to try to get some orders out. If not, it'll go out Monday. They're actually coming in tomorrow for Amazon shipments because they got to get the pallets ready for that. And let's see what else. Oh, recoil amps, the new Di650.2, which is just a two channel Class D. That's a really good amp for you guys that have like old school stuff, like you have a sub that's 4 ohm or even 8 ohm, and you need something you want to bridge to get, you know, some good juice to it. That's a good amp for that. Yeah, basically anywhere where you I'm assuming it's 2 ohm stable, but I'll go home and check the things, and then I'm supposed to be coming back. I want to give the guys some beer on a Friday. It's kind of a nice little thing. Also, I feel bad because I ran over Steven's foot with the forklift. So his toenail's gonna fall off. I felt bad, so that'll make up for it. But let's see what. 550.4s are back in stock. I don't know if it's the V1 or V2. There's no difference between the V1 or V2. If you do see the version 2, all they did was rename it so that they could start over on the feedback on Amazon. Sometimes you get like negative feedback, and then the item drops down, and it's like, I don't know, it's like with my feedback. If you go look at the Google reviews, I got like a 4.8 or a 4.9. It's fucking great, but there's a couple of turds in there. People are just turkeys. So, and some of the returns that we got the other day, Ash was helping me process them, and like somebody returned their old battery terminals after they took the new ones, and then like somebody sent back a box of like just random wire. I mean, it was all like 0 gauge, which I was like, they all looked at it and they go, this is Patrick's. So they gave that to me, and I have it. But that's the kind of stuff that sometimes people, you know, again, I try to tell Recoil that this is the business of, you know, when you take credit cards and you deal with the public, there's going to be a turkey percentage of people that are just shitty, and you just gotta, you know, if you can put them on a blacklist, put them on a blacklist. But let's see, 800, no, yeah, so 500.4, I'm sorry, Di550.4, that's the 60 amp 4 channel that they've been selling for over a year now. And then the new one came in, which is the 800.4, which is going to be right in between the 1200.4 and the 550.4. I think it's fused for 70 amps. Yeah, 70 or 80. I'll have to check it. Maybe I can pick up a case when I go back and drop off the beer. So right now I got a pallet headed for Rabati & Sons. I like doing these because it's super easy, and it's an easy way to make money, and then it also saves Recoil money, because I think a truck would have charged like 150, 200, and then I just do it like for 100 in credit. So because I owe. I think that was it. Oh, I'll go ahead and promote it so that way I can get your guys' feedback. There's a guy named, I forgot his name. It's Jeff Joyner, and then he goes by some other name. I don't know, like if he got married and he took his wife's name or something like that. You know, that's a thing, whatever. It's not my place to call that guy a cuck. So, but I think that's pretty cucky, but whatever. I don't want to disrespect someone's vagina. But he goes by Bass Dad on YouTube, and he's only got like 700 subscribers. But he did like a 2-hour interview with the god of car audio that is Big D Wiz, and I'll put a link to the description in the description so that you can go check that out. It's funny because I have a whole list of corrections and complaints I guess I could make about it, but the biggest one is that both of them sort of come to the conclusion that I do my videos in order to get attention, and that's what that does is it relieves them of any responsibility of the things that I'm calling out. And so I think that's kind of a shitty thing to do. But again, that's just my opinion. And then while they're like shaming me, they're like, oh, Patrick, you're just, I forget what the name is there's like a street name for when you diss somebody that's, you know, bigger than you, and I forget what it's called. Anyways, they accuse me of doing that, but then he calls, what was his name? Base Dad calls the whole interview Robo Wars. He doesn't even reach out to me for comment. He doesn't even say the full name Robot Underground, but in his intro, he's like just saying Robot Underground, he acts like he's doing something like he's gonna jump 6 buses or something on a bicycle. It's hilarious, but I want you guys to sort of preview that before I give my 2 cents on it. I think those two are idiots and just, you know, shills for the industry. And they're not even good shills. They're like wannabe shills. A really good shill is, what's his name? That dipshit, the redhead guy. I forgot his name. Dill Pickle? Scott Dilbert. No, Dilbeck. That's right, Scott Dilbeck. Dildo. Scott Dildo. Scott Dildo is a great shill. He's all like, you know, oh yeah, everything's good. So is MB Enclosures. He's also a really good shill. Because it's like they believe their own dumb hype, you know. And some of them are like, MB Enclosures is actually dumb enough to really believe the stupid bullshit that he's fed from the industry. But Scott Dilbeck actually knows better, but he does it anyway. So that's what makes him a good shill. But yeah, Big D is a terrible shill. He's really kind of dumb, but he's like, I'm an enthusiast. Like, that makes everything better. And Base Dad is also the same way. What's funny is I actually looked up his other name. Maybe that's his maiden name or whatever you want to call it. Before he got married, was Jeff Joyner. If you Google Jeff Joyner Memphis, it comes up with his LinkedIn page, and then he promotes Base Dad as sort of like a business or something like that. I'm like, okay, good job. Like, I don't know. Like, that's, talk about the cart before the horse. Like, you got 700 subscribers and you're already out there thirsty for sponsorship money. Okay. So, but anyways, I'll make a detailed comment on that. And thanks for you guys that pointed it out to me. I ended up, yesterday was kind of hard and I was resting. And so I ended up listening to the whole 2-hour podcast. He hasn't dropped part 4 yet, but you know, I don't think I'm gonna hear any surprises. They already talked about me in part 3, so that was it. But it's mostly quite long and boring, and they don't get into a lot of the details that, it's like I could give you more details about Big D and his history just by my observations of the industry, but that's just me. Anyways, I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.